Hey guys, it's your girl Treasure, and today we need to unpack what is going on with the Blackpink Deadline World Tour and with Blackpink's latest single, Jump. Because the way fans are mad about this, like you'd think they tried to murder someone instead of just having a regular comeback. So grab your tea, grab your light sticks, and let's get into it. So Blackpink had a comeback after 3 years. 3 years. Do you know what you can do in 3 years? Like, you could get a degree, you could learn a sport, you could learn a language, you could finish reading It Ends With Us, because I swear that book is 2 million pages long. But then no, that's not what we got. In 3 years, they had a comeback, and they came back with what? With one song. Just one. Just one. Blinks were like, I did not wait 1,029 days for you guys to give me one song. Make it make sense. Some people were actually really confused. They were like, maybe this is just the teaser or something like that. But no, it was just this one song they were coming out with, and that was it. Plus the fact that the girls / the company decided not to release the song but just perform the song as part of their set list on their tour made fans quite upset as well, because they were like, what do you mean I'm gonna have to buy concert tickets just to listen to the song? Can't y'all just release the song? But it's not like I could even end up going to one of these concerts, because whenever a K-pop company says they're having a world tour, in quotes, world tour, they just mean America, Asia, Europe, Australia if they're lucky, but Africa, they ain't talking about you.
It's not the vibes.
They would rather eat moldy cheese that has been out for 3 months than come to Africa. It's no, that's just where they draw the line. But even if they were having a concert near me, have you seen the prices of the tickets? It is quite expensive. I would have to take out a loan just to afford coming to the concert, and I'm not willing to do all that. No, thank you. It's not that serious. I love you, Blackpink, but I'm not willing to enter financial ruin just to attend one concert.
Excuse me, can you record me real quick? Can you record me real quick?
Get somebody else to do it.
Now let's talk about the performance. From the clips I'm seeing on TikTok, it seems like I have more energy when I wake up by 4 a.m. to study than they had at this concert, because it was giving no one wanted to be there. It was giving no one wanted to perform. It was giving they were dragged there, and it was under duress. There was a gun to their head. They were like, if you don't perform, I'm gonna shoot you and kill your family members. It's what it was giving, because nobody was bringing the energy. No one was bringing the spice. But one thing we do have to keep in mind is that this is just clips on TikTok. Each concert is a 2-hour performance, and then people just cut it, clip it, and put whatever clips they want on TikTok. So what you see is not actually the full picture, and fans who said they went to the concert said that they actually had energy and they were performing pretty well, and it's just the clips on TikTok that are saying otherwise, that they just clipped the parts where they looked tired, where they looked exhausted, and they weren't performing as well. So we also have to keep that in mind as we're talking about the performance. But girl, from what I was seeing, nobody looked happy. Nobody looked like they were excited to be there, except from Lisa. It's only Lisa, I would say, looked like she was kind of happy to be part of the group, happy to get the gang back together again. But I'm so sorry, others, they did not look like they wanted to be there. They did not. But fans were not having it. They were like, if you took 3 years off, at least you could look happy to be on the stage again. you could at least look happy, look excited that you guys are back together. The stage chemistry, it was not there at all, really. It just looked like a bunch of artists that came to do a collab. It was not giving a group anymore, honestly. And most people said they don't even really see them as a group anymore. They just see them as solo artists, because they've pursued their own careers, and it's not very much giving we're still a group anymore. And don't even get me started on the choreo, because fans said it looked like they were just jumping up and down, because the song name is Jump, so I think the song involves a lot of jumping. So they said no, this dance is not it, that they were not in sync, dancing together, they were not in sync, and that it was a bummer watching Blackpink comparing them to groups like Cat's Eye and saying that Cat's Eye had a lot more stage presence. But girl, People also said it's just the clips on TikTok, that they actually did dance quite well. So it's kind of a two-way situation right now. We don't really know because I was not there in the concert in person, so I can't really say, but a lot of fans did say that it's just the clips that were edited to look that way, but most of the time they did dance in sync. And then the fans said that the backup dancers were literally giving more energy than them, and they were not like, I don't know, bring in the energy, bring in the heat, something like that. But it's a 2-hour performance and they're performing 27 songs. Like, babes, you can't expect them to be jumping around the whole time. You can't expect them to have energy the whole time. So I suppose, let me just say, it's just that particular time period. They were just maybe tired or something. So I'm not really gonna put that one on them. Now we're gonna get into the controversies surrounding the tour and like the controversies before the tour happened. So the first one was like some pre-debut videos of BLACKPINK surfaced on the internet, and it turns out they were using a racial slur. Like, they used the N-word in a song as they were performing.
Every nigga thinking that he met you in a past life. Can't do the same, nigga. I don't feel no pressure, I'm broke. I'm a pussy ass nigga, got the do better.
And fans are really upset by it. I'm upset by it. Like, they said that they shouldn't hold them accountable, but I'm like, girl, y'all literally know what the word means, so why shouldn't we hold you accountable? And it seems like everyone just like forgot about it because they're like a very popular group. Like, the company didn't even bother to issue a statement, and it's basically like the same thing with the Kiss of Life situation. If you know what's happening there, they like made fun of the Black and Latina community.
Like hip hop. 그래서
Who that?
마음에 안 들어.
Who that?
And they were cancelled, but BLACKPINK isn't really getting any hate for what happened, so fans are actually quite upset by that on its own. So yeah.
Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you.
So the next controversy we're going to be getting into, this is before the concert. BLACKPINK released a new Lightstick, and then fans were upset. They were like, why are you releasing a new Lightstick instead of like working on getting more music? And that was a whole thing on its own. Now we have the controversies that happened during the tour. So Jennie was accused of being like rude to staff because she was seen shouting at them to like lace up her shoes during the performance. So in the video, it seemed like Jennie was being very rude to the staff member and asking her, I don't really know who the staff member was, to tie the shoe. But then another side of the video came out. Jennie tried to tie the shoelace by herself. When she couldn't, she then decided to ask the staff members to help her tie the shoe. And mind you, that is kind of like the staff's job, to not to tie the shoelaces, but like to help out, make the concert like go smoothly and everything. So it is kind of their job to do that, and you can actually fault her for shouting. Like, the stadium is very loud, the concert hall is very loud. It's not like she's gonna be whispering so that they can hear her. She's obviously gonna have to shout. Like, I don't know, sometimes people get hate for the stupidest things. Like, I honestly can't.
I'm just literally on the verge of like a mental breakdown.
Another drama that happened during the tour is the seating drama. So apparently this seating section, I think that's what it's called, I think N3 or something like that. Anyways, this seating section paid over $100 for their like seats, and then they couldn't have like any view of the performance. Like, there was no LED screen extended to their section, and they couldn't see. So it was basically them listening to the muffled audios and imagining what was going on.
These are clothes. What are those? These are clothes. Wow!
Girl, if it was me, I would throw hands. Like, I would throw hands. What do you mean I paid over $100 and I can't see? Like, imagine paying $123 and still having to watch it on someone's Instagram live. Like, make it make sense. But thankfully, YG did release a statement. They apologized for the whole thing and they are working on refunding the people who were affected. So that's some good news, I guess. Now, this concert wasn't just like any regular concert that just like a couple of people attend. This was like the Met Gala of Korea, because the amount of K-pop idols and the amount of actors, like K-drama actors that appeared in the concert were actually quite a lot. So here's a list of people. Concert, Lisa performed her single La Lisa, and then like Yunjin from the Seraphim, if you know who I'm talking about, was at the concert, and her face during the performance was one of the funniest things I've actually seen, because
everybody walk to the baseline up. Don't waste your time on talking. Please don't play my song. Focus on the way I'm walking. You can't get enough.
She looked so shocked, she looked so gagged. I really can't blame her. Like, so YG CEO Yang Min-suk was at the concert and he was seen crying, and some fans were like, he's crying because he was finally able to get BLACKPINK together again and that he saw them go up, that he's so proud of them, and some were like, he's just happy to see his money-making machines back at it again. So whatever you want to believe. I'm trying to make this video as unbiased as possible and just give you like the straight facts so you can come to your conclusion on what you think about this tour by yourself. So this tour is actually named the Deadline Tour, so a lot of fans are convinced that this is actually BLACKPINK's last tour / last comeback. And I am among those fans who think so, because I do think they're not going to be releasing any new music as a group after this. Girl, I feel like they shouldn't, honestly. They say the song sounds like a disbandment song, and I really can't blame them, because Jump was released like a couple of days ago and I did listen to it and it is actually giving disbandment song vibes to me. Look, at the end of the day, I'm still a BLACKPINK fan. Like, I've screamed the BLACKPINK in your area way too many times to back out now. Like, no, it's part of my core identity. Like, BLACKPINK got me into K-pop, so I love my girls down. I listened to all their albums, like even as solo artists, I supported them no matter what. So I will always stand these girls forever. But do I think this comeback was necessary? No, I did not. I honestly did not think they needed to have a comeback. I think that they should just go back and focus on their solo careers, because their sounds, like as different artists, is actually quite different from each other. So it's not a surprise that putting them back together in one group, the chemistry is gonna feel off. Like, it's not gonna be very surprising because they have different sounds, different tastes. Like, they're not just one group anymore. They're basically their own person. I don't really know how to put this, honestly. Like, it doesn't even look like their heart is in this comeback anymore. So I think it's time we let go of them as BLACKPINK and embrace them as the various solo artists that they are. Like, as Jennie, Jisoo, Lisa, and Rosé, just embrace them as artists that way, because listen, they've given us unforgettable music, they've given us the most amazing performances, but it is time we let go. But hey, that's my opinion on this. So tell me your opinion in the comments. Do you think BLACKPINK should remain as a group, or do you think they should go solo and focus on their solo careers? So I'm interested to see what you say in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.